Hi, I'm your goddess Nazca. You're a trucker man we're reacting to.
Can this dude chill out for like 5 minutes? I work 5 days a week. I don't have the time to go on stream and react to his dumb shit.
Dude, he has no chill. He has all the time in the world to act like this.
His streamer has officially ran out of money, and he's currently stuck in Korea having to deal with all of his criminal trials. More charges are being dropped on him, and he's been banned from the only platform that paid him enough to make all of this worth it. So, what did he do? He decided to go to one of the largest creators on Kick and begged him for forgiveness and for him to be unbanned. Like he had anything.
So, now he's begging. How humble of him. What happened to, I don't give a damn?
He's give a damn ran out.
Thing to say in the situation, but it's safe to say things are getting pretty pathetic out here. So in my last video, we covered how he's now facing a minimum prison sentence of 3 years if he's convicted for his newest charge. And that charge involved him distributing a 18+ deepfake of another Korean streamer on his live stream. Then you have him being chased by another Korean IRL streamer, which led to him fleeing the scene. And then their new legal strategy of him claiming that he has bipolar, and they're trying to use that like it's some Monopoly get out of jail free card.
Dude, bipolar means shit. My dad had bipolar.
He was ADHD, riddled with ADHD.
He was ADHD and bipolar.
Sheesh.
And an alcoholic. And a bunch of other stuff.
That guy was definitely dropped on his head as a baby.
Probably. Oh, no. No. Little side tangent for me. I have a cousin who was dropped on their head as a baby, and they're smarter than this man. So no. This guy, he was probably a crack baby, then dropped on his head, and then probably football kicked across the room 100 times.
Even though the moron has already pleaded guilty to 3 separate charges in the same criminal case. So I don't know how that one's gonna fly. Clearly, he's just scrambling to avoid any accountability of his own actions. Then finally, the guy who he's been living with ended up admitting that Johnny has completely ran out of money, and having to provide for him has taken a toll on his finances. So
at this point, he just needs to get married to this guy who's been taking care of him. They're like a married couple at this point.
Is that even legal?
Why? I want to know why this guy has the need to take care of him. I want to know why. He must be in love with him. That is the only logical explanation to me.
Or Johnny's got some dirt on him that he doesn't want out.
Oh, blackmail! Okay, no, that makes sense. That makes sense.
He was also asking for donations as well. So I guess their Hail Mary was to find out where Ice Poseidon was.
Ice Poseidon, another douchebag streamer, YouTuber, that's going around and fucking with people in other countries as well.
So wait.
Not to the level of Johnny Somali, but...
No. So, are the assholes colliding? Have we gone into some kind of magical world where all the assholes...
I got another asshole one I have to show you on here later.
They're running into each other now.
What, you got a baton? Yep.
So they stalk Ice Poseidon's stream and they show up to meet him. Hank is dressed as his bodyguard with a Chinese flag on his arm for some reason, and he's carrying a baton now. I guess they're just kind of sick and tired of being used as human punching bags, but obviously they're on a mission to get him unbanned from Kick because he's ran out of money. And this, as I said previously, is their Hail Mary.
There's nothing to talk about.
I want peace. I don't want.
Yeah, he... I just got some... Yeah. Oh my goodness.
There's nothing to talk about.
I haven't listened.
There's nothing to talk about, bro.
Well, they then proceeded to talk for like 10 minutes.
Every day, and then the chat comes. Yeah, I do.
Everything is not my fault. Everything that happens is my fault in Japan, everywhere.
Yeah.
You guys do the same.
I streamed in Japan years ago, and I was fine. You came to Japan, did your thing, and now you can't stream in Japan anymore.
But listen,
that's your fault.
You've done the same stuff as me. A lot of you. Yeah.
No, I haven't.
Trespassing, right?
So what is... okay, I don't know much about Ice Poseidon, but is he changing for the better, or is he getting worse? How is his whole thing? Is Johnny just trying to collab with him at this
Well, I
point?
think Ice Poseidon knows a lot of guys that kick, like the people who run kick.
Uh-huh.
So he's trying to kiss ass to Ice Poseidon to get back on kick, so he can continue to do the same shit he got banned for on kick. And kick's trying to be more. They're trying to take over Twitch, essentially.
And I'm guessing Ice Poseidon's smart enough to be like, yeah, no, this guy's trouble. Even with me being trouble, this guy's worse trouble. I just need to stay away from him.
Yeah.
So he's at least smart.
I mean, trespassing. I've done trespassing, but I don't go around and harass the general public.
Okay.
You might have me there, okay?
Yeah, right. I mean, his goal here is to clearly get unbanned on Kick so he can go back to harassing people in public and making good money again, because that's the only thing he knows how to do.
But I honestly don't think I'm a bad person. I want to come back to Kick.com. I want to stream on Kick again. I want to move past this. I really do. I want to change.
It doesn't matter what you think of
wants to
yourself.
change.
It's how you act and what you do. Oh, but I'm a good guy when I'm not harassing strangers on the street for money. I'm sorry. No creator or platform wants to be associated with that behavior. It doesn't matter how good of a guy you think you really are.
If that was true, then why do you say really?
Because I'm just trying to get content. I'm taking it too far. I take the content too far. It's totally too far.
Yeah, but that's
I admit it.
yeah, but that's the problem though. How do you expect to get unbanned on a platform if you take it too far?
But you have to learn from your mistakes. I'm a man to know when I'm wrong. I want to move on from this. I want to come back to Kick. I want to.
You say that
Question. Yeah.
as you're wearing a Trump hat. You got your supposable butt buddy.
And
you're
you
holding a
have
damn
him
baton.
you have him wearing a patch on his arm. No one believes you, dude. No one believes your sugar-coated lies that smell like feces.
I love streaming.
Okay, dude, you were dancing in your underwear just days ago, still doing.
Exactly. I don't know who this Ice Poseidon is, but he's at least smart enough to be like, yeah, no.
Asian Andy content. Asian Andy was,
I know, but
Asian Andy was watching that live and like, I taught Johnny everything he knows.
okay, but you have to understand, if you're trying to reform yourself, you have to not do the things that you've been doing to get yourself in trouble in these
I
countries.
do need to change and I do need to do better. And I want to.
Right.
He
Keyword
wants
there.
to.
He wants to, but he won't get views that way, so he won't actually change.
That's why I came to apologize. I said sorry. I didn't deny everything I did. I said sorry. Come on, man.
What's sorry
I just don't know what
mean?
you're expecting from this.
I don't expect nothing. I don't want to fight.
He's just desperate for an unban from Kick. That's what he's expecting here. And Ice is the wrong person to go to. He should be talking to Kick staff. But clearly, they want nothing to do with him, so they won't respond to him.
I apologize.
Well, I don't accept the apology.
You don't have to. At least I made it and I made it. I want to move on and I want to reform and I want to change and I want to come back to Kick.
This is a good example of someone who has burned all their bridges.
Please unban me. Please unban me. Please unban me.
I've changed. I truly have.
I'll put my clothes on when I go outside drunk and harass people next time. I promise. I only will say the N-word 3 times a minute.
I will no longer call the police unless I actually think I need the police, which will only be maybe in the next 5 minutes.
He thinks he's Mr. Nimbus.
I know ABC mad at me. ABC, I'm sorry for calling you fat. I'm sorry for calling you fake Muslim.
Pound.
Please, everybody, Kick staff, man. Let me come back.
I would never help you get on Kick.
Really?
No.
Yeah.
His dreams just shattered right there. You just realized that he's completely...
No. Look how broken his face is. He's like, no. My only hope was you. Because I thought we had a connection. We're both douches. Be nice to each other and don't be a dick. Exactly. Oh, but he doesn't understand that. Kick, keep Johnny out. Yes.
cooked.
You can actually pinpoint the second when his heart rips in half. And now.
No.
Oh, so true.
A long shot to somehow get unbanned through talking to Ice here. I don't know why he thought that would work, but he realized he's cooked here. He needs the money from
Shut
Kick to make this
down.
massive
Yep.
grave that he dug himself.
The only way he could get back on YouTube, Twitch, Kick, and other platforms he was kicked off of is to reinvent himself and go oh my god, a Johnny Somali VTuber. This is the only way for him now.
He could do the femboy VTuber genre while he's in prison.
Are they gonna even give him the equipment for that though?
I'll send it to him.
Yeah.
Slightly
Oh my
worth it in his own
goodness.
head. Without that, I don't even think that he can justify his own actions. This is completely earth-shattering to him. I think this is a bigger blow to his ego than the fact that there's a 99% probability of him going to prison in Korea. Because if he took that seriously, he wouldn't be running around continuing the same antics that got him in a criminal court case to begin with.
The stuff that you've done is just bad. And the stuff that you've said about me is bad.
Regardless of you,
It's fake, bro. You messaged
Yes,
me. You were
out of
like,
my
"Oh, please help me get a ban on
community,
Kick." And then the next message was you threatening to kill me.
Where's what?
I mean, I don't
What?
need proof. It's in my thoughts.
I'm just saying this. You know I would never kill you. You know that.
Obviously,
So did he threaten Ice Poseidon to kill him? I mean,
There's Ice. I think didn't Ice Poseidon say in my thoughts or what?
in my bods.
In my oh.
but it's a shitty thing to say. It's really up.
Oh my god.
And so why would I want to help you? I would never help you.
Yeah.
I don't like you.
You don't have to.
Yeah.
You don't like a lot of the people that you stream with.
Yeah, but I in particularly hate you.
Oh! It's not that he doesn't like Johnny. He hates him.
But Ice also has a terrible group of people that he's associated with. Not that he can really be considered a saint himself with that crypto rug pull, but they're definitely doing a bit of that Spider-Man pointing at each other meme. But Ice is right that he personally hasn't done anything as bad as Johnny here.
You're still doing
Okay.
the
Can I dance on the statue?
I mean, dude, aren't you Korean?
No. I don't care.
Yeah, that is definitely not the dude you want to use as a moral.
I'm sorry, that moment was so funny because he just totally changes the subject and talks to the other guy. And it's like, dude, are you Korean? And he's just so nonchalant. He's just like, nope, I'm whatever he said. I didn't hear.
I mean, from afar, oh god.
In
Again,
form
He can go into the femboy VTuber meta.
No. He's not getting the equipment to be a VTuber in prison. He's better off trying to make a book at this point. My life as a Korean pound puppy.
My life as a VTuber, as a Korean fleshlight.
There you go. I like my pound puppy reference though.
Compass, but that is a little bit too much of a rabbit hole for this video.
No
I
dignity.
didn't clear. You just propaganda.
Yeah, no. You're on trial here,
Ice.
and I don't want to deal with that.
You got canceled on Twitch. The same cancel culture bullshit. And you're trying to do the same thing to me on TikTok.
It's not
No,
the
the
same.
difference is I got swatted on a plane. The difference is you go around and purposely try to cause issues.
I
Oh,
don't
yeah,
that's rude.
that's one thing what happened to Ice Poseidon that now I kind of remember. And he always does this live IRL streaming. He was doing it while he was on a plane.
Uh-huh.
Someone figured out what plane he was on and called a bomb threat on the plane that he was on.
Oh.
It said his name, who it was.
What was... Oh, okay, I need to figure out... I
Ice Poseidon is a whole butt.
Okay, so Ice Poseidon is a bow, from what I've heard, not as crazy as... Okay, so Ice Poseidon is the hole, Johnny is the turd.
Yeah.
You will be a pimp. Nobody will take him home anytime soon. Now to
Watch a lot of my content,
Bro, dancing on.
Sorry. Johnny's home, his pound puppy home, is the Korean prison. His owners are all the other Korean
You
prisoners.
think he would start learning Korean by now?
He's gonna need it. He's probably gonna need it here soon.
Like, stop, and that hurts.
Boom cooked yuppers. What flavor of you? I'm cherry.
On a statue that people obviously care about is trying to cause problems. Obviously.
You sound like Karen stuff. That's not a statue. You made a joke 2 years ago.
Dude, I'm telling you, I'm telling you, this is why people hate you. And I'm telling you, this is why I don't want anything to do with you.
Clearly, he doesn't even see a problem with his own actions. I feel like, if anything, this confrontation here reduces his chances of being unbanned on Kick.
Dude, it doesn't matter. I don't really give a... What is your goal here? You're trying to get unbanned on Kick? It's not going to happen.
Why?
Because you are the reason Kick looked really bad.
I'm the only one. I'm the only person.
In Asia, yeah. You're the reason Japan didn't like Kick.
All the other people.
Yep.
You're the one who went the most viral.
His logic is terrible here. But these guys...
Get that Mufu hat off of your Mufu head. You're making America look bad.
get terrible things. I should get unbanned. Nah, Johnny, you and all the people you named should be banned.
I mean, the goal that you're trying to accomplish is not going to happen.
It might.
Well, how about you start with reforming yourself first?
And you give us a chance for me to get back on. That's all I'm asking for. A chance. A chance. A chance.
You would have to do some serious reform. You'd have to do some serious reform. But since you are literally on trial right now,
What if I get fined?
Not just he'd have to do some serious reform, he'd actually have to prove that he is reforming and he's not just lying. We need actual proof of his reformation.
He can't accept responsibility.
Exactly. He keeps making excuses after excuse. Oh, gets down, always loud and groovy, everyone. Play hole. The most hated of you. What? Yeah, I guess. Rated.
Guilty and go home and everything's good.
then you can work on your reform.
Was Johnny not there when he literally pleaded guilty? Because I was, and so was my editor, and obviously the judge and prosecutor. There is a 0% chance for him to not be guilty right now.
If you
Don't believe the
understand,
internet.
you have to get on your knees and kiss his feet.
Oh.
I love how he just immediately snaps as soon as he's taken off of his mission of getting unbanned on Kick.
Please one day let me back. ABC, I know you. I made you mad, Daddy.
Dude, what are you talking about? I mean, Kick has been way too lenient with you. They unbanned you like 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 times.
Wow,
and
really?
for some reason, you kept doing the same stuff that got you banned over and over again. That ship has sailed, dude. You destroyed it, just like you
Damn.
destroyed your own life. And now you actually have to deal with the consequences of your own actions for once in your life. I'm sorry, dude. It sucks to suck.
Yep.
How could he ask for a Kick unban after the shit that he like does, bro? And the shit that he said about me, like, bro, you're not gonna get unbanned on Kick. If you want even an inkling of possibility of that, you need to go through so much reform. Like, there's no way.
Well, pretty soon he'll be someone smell in prison and will become a pound puppy for years. Yipers. Oh man, life and
Bet you that's
times
gonna happen
Johnny
anytime
Somali.
I mean,
in
the odds
prison.
of Johnny getting unbanned are basically
Korean
zero.
prison.
And to confirm that, a former Kick employee who actually had to deal with Johnny while he was there and getting banned, he talked about this situation.
I know ABC mad at me. ABC, I'm sorry for calling you fat. I'm sorry for calling you Listen, bro. Johnny's a like
Sorry for calling him
You don't
fat.
understand that he's. Here's the thing. He's so stupid that he actually thinks there's a chance of him coming back again. There isn't. You're wasting your time, bro.
Yeah, well, he then goes on to describe what it was like to deal with Johnny as a Kick employee.
I remember one night, Johnny Somali called me, like, long, like, early days of Kick, where he got banned like 4 or 5 times already, okay? And I'm pretty sure he was on his final warning, right? And he called me after being banned. And he's like, please, bro, I'm gonna change. I'll never do this again, whatever. I'm like, yeah, your ban expires in like a week or something. So, just wait it out, take a break, do whatever,
Oh
switch
my
up your content,
goodness.
stop being an idiot because you're going to get yourself hurt and other people hurt around you, okay? And the moment.
No. Jolly has literally passed the point of no return. He doesn't realize that. He can plead and beg whoever and however much he wants. It's not gonna change anything at this point.
Yeah.
He's already buried himself so deep. Only prison's gonna be your only shot at reformation. And this prison, you're gonna be wishing it was American prison, because you're not gonna have a good time at all.
He got unbanned. He did the exact same thing and then got permanently banned. And then started crying all over again.
Yeah, I mean, Johnny has a clear pattern of not learning nor changing his behavior because this is the only thing he knows how to do. And currently, that's a straight path to a South Korean prison cell.
Accept your fate, boy. Knowing Somali, he would probably drop this up not only for views, but also for prison pay. You're right. He probably would sell out his bumhole for favors in prison. He's probably the only choice he has. So he's hungry for Johnny. He will become someone's big poor joints. Yep. Yeah.
No matter what he tries to do in court and how cool he tries to play things off, he's just run out of options. Or else, he wouldn't be there pathetically begging Ice to get unbanned on Kick. But hey, other than that, if you're new here, feel free to subscribe and I'll see you guys.
That was this video. Thank you for joining. Bye. Okay.